The Unlit Path, chapters 8 and 9. An adventure by mail by Daniel Tozier on itch.io. Check it out. Right, so I spent the last hour trying to find my misplaced pamphlet RPG. I went as far as to make a bootleg copy. And then I do see that he's actually updated the website to where, like, things are maybe a tad easier to pinpoint. But anyway, I've got that for backup or to cross-reference. But anyway, let's check out chapter 8 that Daniel wrote. Or should I say Count Tozier? Something like that. Okay, so, and then one thing I did notice too is that I've already gotten one of Daniel's aces, and then I think I'm all thrown off. I really don't know why this ace is separate. I couldn't even tell you. I forget. But anyway. Maybe this is the next one I'm supposed to shoot out. I straight forget. But anyway, new letter. What is our card? We got a 7 of diamonds. Keep that right in the center. Oh man, we got a funky business card looking type deal that came with the letter this time. What's that all about? I've got no idea. It's about Cambridge, UK. Oh, okay. We got different kind of letterhead this time too. I mean, different kind of paper. I mean, whatever. All right, here we go. Count Folio. Yes, you may need to stick to English-speaking minds for a bit. It is only 1768. Okay, what did I think it was? I was thinking we were smooth into the 1900s, so I think the game is double as long as I was thinking it is, but 1768, 1700s. So I think I just need to half whatever I'm thinking it is. So we only count the numbers that you send. So, to make a note of that. Okay, only count letters I send. It's 1768 as of chapter 8. So I've sent what? 1, 2, 3, 4. I've sent 4. So we'll just do it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've sent 4 for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we are for sure in the 1700s. We're about to be in the 1800s right now. Okay. Yeah, so we're going smooth to the 2000s. So, 1768. Okay. So, my delirium and everything is off the chains. All right. It seems, however, that your gift is giving you visions of the future. This camera you speak of seems quite dangerous. Lucky we have some time to plan before it falls into mortal hands. Masks? Hoods? Princess Anna is long dead. It seems she was a friend of the vampire child when he was turned. And I just watched Sinners yesterday, so vampire lore is fresher on my mind. Princess Anna is long dead. It seems she was a friend of the vampire child when he was turned. But the boy turned some of their common friends into vampires who still live as a coven to this day. Alright. Princess Anna long dead. And his descendants rule here still, and allow the vampires to feed on criminals in return for their own safety. I'm still gaining the trust of the prisoners and following their rumors, but I'm hoping to find the coven soon. The Himalayas are cold in this time of year. I remember the icy winds and frozen nights. Say hello to the mortals for me. Too bad about your nose. I'm sure there is a root or herb that would help, but memories of my time as a doctor are fading like a forgotten dream. Wait, I remember. Try burning a mix of dried boxwood flower and black pepper. The smoke should clear your nose so you can find a lichen and better detect AB blood. Speaking of lichens in your mysterious documents, there's a very old university here, older than you or I, called Cambridge University. Cambridge University, what's going on? Alright. I was in a pub and overheard gossip about a Professor Grayson. Professor Grayson? What? Samuel Grayson, what's going on? I didn't know this was part of the RBG. I was in a pub and overheard gossip about a Professor Grayson who believes all sorts of magical, crazy nonsense. I headed to the university to pay him a visit, but found the campus deserted at midnight. I took the form of mist and floated among the stone towers peeking into windows. Finally, I found his office and slipped in through a crack in the window. On his desk was a shipping order from the East India Trading Company meant to arrive tonight. The shipment was for 40 pounds of mangoes. An obvious lie. I also found his business card, see enclosed. Samuel Grayson, PhD, Professor of Occult Sciences, Cambridge University, Office 354, Trinity Lane, Cambridge, United Kingdom. Alright, the docks were barely lit by torches flickering in the mist and fog. But there was Professor Grayson. Nervously smoking a small cigar as he watched the ship crawl into port. I called out to him, but when he saw me, he rose in panic, as if he knew my true nature. He grabbed a torch and hurled it at me like a spear. I dodged it, but the flame caught the edge of my cloak and ignited. I threw myself into the ocean, but not before the fire ate away half of my torso. The chaos attracted the attention of some loiterers, so I remained under the docks for some time. I swam to safety and found a lone sailor, passed out drunk on the shore. He clearly had severe scurvy, but I was desperate. I needed to drink enough blood to heal, just enough to get back to the hotel before sunrise. When I passed the docks, both the professor and his crate were gone. Once I'm finally healed, I will try to find him again. Yes, there were bed bugs here, nasty creatures. But every morning I would find more dead in my coffin. I believe my blood is overpowering them, so I may be rid of them soon. Although, at the end of the day, are we really that different from them? Stay warm, my friend. But be cautious of fire. Like many things in this world, it is not safe. Count Tozier. P.S. Let me know if you come across the village destroyed by the vampire child. I believe you are not far away from its location. Alrighty. Good stuff. Man, he really made this card up nice. Right. Okay, let's read it again and kind of really highlight the important stuff. Okay, this is my notes from last time, right? Yeah, sure are. I need to keep a running recap of everything that's going on. But okay, yeah, let me pause this while I try to kind of make this make more sense. Okay, so the game is composed of me writing 4, 7, 10, 12 letters. 24 letters total game. So yeah, let me try to fix this and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Kind of cleaned up the timeline. So I am 4 letters in. I'm going into my 5th one, and we're now in the 1800s. Okay, now let me read the letter again and point out the parts to pick up on. Okay, yes, you may need to stick to English-speaking minds for a bit. It's only 1768. Okay, so let's throw this in here. English-speaking minds, 1768. It seems, however, that your gift is giving you visions of the future. I mean, I could throw that in. Visions of the future. Man, let me look up telepathy, telekinesis. Okay, yeah, telepathy was my thing. Yeah, telepathy. Okay, this camera you speak of seems quite dangerous. Luckily, we have some time to plan before it falls into mortal hands. Might throw that in there too. Maybe this can be a weird future where camera tech is only for vampires. Camera. Alright, Princess Anna's long dead. It seems she was a friend of the vampire child when he was turned. But the boy turned some of their common friends into... Okay, so they're aristocracy or something? Old aristocracy. Okay, but the boy turned some of their common friends into vampires who still live who live as a coven. And his descendants rule here still and follow the vampires and allow the vampires to feed on criminals in return for their own safety. Okay. Descendants rule here still. Allow vamps feed on criminals their own safety. I'm still gaining the trust of the prisoners and following their rumors, but I'm hoping to find the coven soon. Okay. The Himalayas are cold this time of year. I remember the icy winds and frozen nights. Say hello to the mortals for me. Too bad about your nose. I'm sure there's a root herb that would help, but my memories of my time as a doctor are fading like a forgotten dream. Wait, I remember. Try burning a mix of dried boxwood flower and black pepper. The smoke should clear your nose so you can find a lichen and better detect AB blood. Let's go AB blood. Speaking of lichens, in your mysterious documents, there's a very old university here, older than you or I, called Cambridge University. I was in a pub and overheard gossip about a Professor Grayson who believes all sorts of magical, crazy nonsense. I headed to the university to pay him a visit, but found the campus deserted at midnight. I took the form of mist and floated among the stone towers, peeking into windows. Finally, I found his office and slipped in through a crack in the window. On his desk was a shipping order from the East India Trading Company, meant to arrive tonight. The shipment was for 40 pounds of mangoes, an obvious lie. I also found his business card, see enclosed. The docks were barely lit by torches, flickering in the mist of fog. But there was Professor Grayson, nervously smoking a small cigar as he watched the ship crawl into port. I called out to him, but when he saw me, he rose in panic, as if he knew my true nature. He grabbed a torch and hurled it at me like a spear. I dodged it, but the flame caught the edge of my cloak and ignited. I threw myself into the ocean, but not before the fire ate away half of my torso. This chaos attracted the attention of some loiterers, so I remained under the docks for some time. I swam to safety and found a lone sailor, passed out drunk on the shore. He clearly had severe scurvy, but I was desperate. I needed to drink enough blood to heal just enough to get back to the hotel before sunrise. Scurvy. Back to the hotel before sunrise. And when I passed the docks, both the professor and his crate were gone. Once I'm fully healed, I'll try to find him again. Okay. Yes, there were bed bugs here, nasty creatures, but every morning I would find more dead in my coffin. I believe my blood is overpowering them, so I may be rid of them soon. Although at the end of the day, are we really that different from them? Stay warm, my friend, but be cautious of fire. Like many things in this world, it is not safe. P.S. Let me know if you come across the village destroyed by the vampire child. I believe you are not far from his location. Okay. All right. So we read it twice. We highlighted it up. I don't know why this ace is over here. Maybe that was I really don't know why I have this outside of the rest of the cards. Odd to me. I guess this is kind of complicated by the fact that I'm trying to read stuff out loud and narrate what's going on. Maybe. Alright. But, okay, we got Samuel Grayson, the card. I did not expect anything like this. Okay, so we're rocking with a 7 of diamonds right now. Okay. And we can compare and contrast the old stuff to the new stuff. So we'll go how to play. Open and read the most recent correspondence and find the enclosed playing card. The suit will inform you of the theme or tone of your responding letter, while the value acts as a suggestion of the event you will be writing about. Engage with your partner's letter. Ask follow-up questions and chase threads. Develop this world together. When you finished, take the next card from the top of your deck and without looking, place it in the envelope with your letter and send it. I don't know why I have this ace over here. I really don't know. But alright, okay, so beginning. Okay, so what do we have here? We got a 7 of diamonds, so 7. Yeah, okay, maybe this cut off a lot of stuff from the how to play section. I don't know. Including your opening letters while you fled your old life. Prompts. Okay, value 7. I don't know. I don't see that section right there. Alright, but anyway, okay, yeah, this only showed about diamonds, but what about the clubs, hearts, and spades? Alright, but anyway, diamond, 7 of diamonds. If you receive the same value more than once and feel you've exhausted the prompt's potential, select an adjacent one. Okay, but we got diamonds. Okay, beauty, revelation, passage, respite, a challenge, a tribute, a new understanding, birth, discovery. Okay, last one was a diamond as well. So, what does that mean? Beauty, revelation, passage, respite, a challenge, a tribute, new understanding. 7 in act of desperation. I think I did that recently too. Three of hearts. 8 of spades. 8 of spades, 3 of hearts. Ace of diamonds. Yeah, 7 of diamonds. Okay, so this is his most recent one, 1700s. Okay. Okay, so the last one was a diamond, and then this one is a diamond too. So if you receive the same value more than once and feel you've exhausted the prompt's potential, select an adjacent one. Beauty, revelation, passage, respite, a challenge, a tribute, new understanding, birth, discovery. Last one was Ace of Diamonds. An act of desperation. I think I did that recently. I want to say I did that recently. But no. First Jack, Queen, King, Hunt. Okay. Okay. Alright. An act of desperation. Diamond, have I exhausted a prompt? Boredom, malaise. Adjacent, go back to the heart. A victory, kinship, celebration. We'll keep it at diamond. Beauty, revelation, passage, respite, a challenge, a tribute, a new understanding, birth, discovery. 7 of diamonds. An act of desperation. An act of desperation. Alright, so I'm in the Himalayas. I need a sheet of paper. I'll be right back. Paper on deck. Alright, beauty, And you know what? I think we're gonna go off of beauty. Beauty. I shouldn't have wrote that right there, but it's all good though. Beauty. I'm like in the Himalayas right now, huh? Yeah, that's the thing. It's been like a month since our last deal, so I kind of forget some of the stuff. But, okay, yeah, last time we were a graveyard. I dug up an ancient text in a mausoleum, 1800s, but it was actually the 1768. Now it's the 1800s, like 34 years have passed, 32 years have passed or so. Monster's still around, and his descendants, they had a pact with the vamps to feed on criminals. Vamps resting somewhere in London town. London professor asks about lichens. Virgin smell. Police chief, see what he knows. The police chief is actually long dead by now because 200 years have passed since our first letter, so that shouldn't be my problem anymore. Trying to make an outline and make all this stuff make sense, but okay, beauty. Okay, I'm gonna find a new love or something, or like a new muse or something right now. Muse revelation, passage, respite, a challenge, a tribute, a new understanding, birth, discovery. Okay, you know what? This will be the outline page. Okay, beauty is what I'm going for. Okay, yeah, you know what? I'll let the I guess I'll let the highlights guide me. Okay, English speaking minds. Learn this new language. And I forget if the Himalayas is by Nepal. I really forget. Visions of the future. Camera. Okay. The Coven. Let's vamps. Feed on criminals. Descendants covens. London town prisoners. The Himalayas is where I'm at. Dried boxwood. Black pepper. AB blood. My mysterious documents. My mysterious scroll. Different monsters. Cambridge. Shipping dock. £40 mangoes. Fire. Shipping port. Scurvy. Healed. Hotel. Prof. Grayson. And crate gone. Bed bugs. Come across the village. Village destroyed by Vamp Child. Game. Okay. Alright. I am going off of beauty. As always, dear Count Ocean. In these last 30 some odd years since our last correspondence, in these last 30 some odd years, I've become, well, I've become quite fluent in Alright, yeah, let's research Nepalese, or where am I, the Himalayas? How far is the Himalayas from Nepal? How far are the Himalayas from Nepal? Are they in the same place? The Himalayas stretch across Nepal. In the country's capital, Kathmandu, is located at the southern edge. The distance between Kathmandu and the highest peaks of the Himalayas. Okay, so that's why I said Nepal and the Himalayas. Okay. What language? Okay, Nepali. Quite fluent. In these last 30 some odd years, I've been quite fluent in. I've become quite fluent in the Nepali tongue. As of late, as of recent, these locals don't know what they're dealing with. As of late, these locals these locals don't stand a chance. Don't stand a chance. I'm keeping a secret. Okay. In the year of our Dark Lord, in this in this 1807, in this year of our Dark Lord, it is bewildering. It is bewitching. Having these odd visions of, man, when did the cameras come out? When were cameras invented? Cameras 1816. Okay, 1816. I have a fear. In this 1807, in the year of our Dark Lord, it is bewitching having these odd visions of picture, of camera, photographic, picture of life, like moments capturing devices. I fear this witchery. I fear this witchery is right around the corner to becoming a reality. We'll let that thread go. Princess Anna's long dead. Descendants. Let vamps feed on the criminals. London town prisoners. Himalayas is where I'm at. Dry bogswood. I need to touch on beauty. 1800s. My old farm. Man, the story's epic. Spanning all these years. Too much for me. But let's see. 400 years. It's not that bad, but let me see. Beauty. In reading these locals' minds, yeah, let's just write it and see where it goes. In reading these locals' minds, man, what am I doing right now? Okay, beauty, I'm going for beauty. Okay, letting the beauty lead me. Yep, I'm not the best at creative writing. Bear with me. I want to go into sex code territory, but I'm not going to do that. Beauty. Okay, what can I do with beauty? Beauty. Beauty. Pervert the beauty, or just let the beauty be beautiful. Okay, I'm a vampire. Beautiful girl. I'm a farmer. I deal with the herbs. Beauty. It's just not coming to me. In reading these local minds, man, I'm gonna just let the pen do the talking. I've been privy to some weird rabbit holes. Okay, I'm looking for lichens and all that stuff too. Lichen, AB, blood. Okay, lichen blood. Virgin lichen blood. Virgin. I took it there. Virgin lichen blood. I've been privy to some weird rabbit holes. Beauty. Cosmetics. Adrenochrome. Yeah, let's do adrenochrome. Adrenochrome of the most beautiful young locals is to be cosmetics, life lengthening cosmetics, maybe. Yeah. In reading these locals' minds, I've been privy to some weird rabbit holes. It seems there's a ring. Man, okay, how do I tie this into the Lycan AB blood? Okay, the beautiful women, or the young women, beautiful 18s, beautiful 25s. Okay, beauty pageant. Why not? Would they have beauty pageants in the 1800s in Nepal? Hey, you know, they do today. In reading these locals' minds, I've been privy to some weird rabbit holes. One such is concerning the beautiful. Man, what else could be beautiful? Man, you know, we're going with this because the beautiful young. Man, let me look up this word before I do too much. Okay, we all know what I know this word from, but debutante, an upper class young woman making her first appearance in fashionable society. Okay. We're going to say they're 18, though. I'm reading these locals' minds. I've been privy to some weird rabbit holes. One such is concerning the beautiful young debutantes. Going missing. Rampantly around here. Okay, so I'm supposed to have a crush on one of them, maybe. And one of them has gone missing, maybe. I've had my eye on one in particular. Her name is what's a Nepalese name? And let's look up a Nepalese name. Nepali name. Sita, Saraswati, Lakshmi, Radha, Bamali. Modern Nepali names include Sanjita, Sabina, Sunita, and let's go with Sabina, Sita. Let's go with Danika. For unique options, consider names like Aviva, okay, Callista, or Danika. Yeah, let's go with Callista. My girl from Xena. Her name is Callista. Callisto. Her name is Callista. She can't be more than 19. Yeah, Sandy Sharp style. She can't be more than 19. I've been watching her from afar. I've been watching her from a short distance. We've even locked eyes a few times, and she lingered. But I've been trying to keep a low profile, of course. As I still need to sniff out this virgin liking. I just want to use words I don't 100% know. To my dismay, to my dismay, my beautiful, what's a synonym for beautiful? My beautiful, my gorgeous, my dainty, my lovely Callista up and vanished a week ago. Up and vanished a couple weeks ago. I may have to put a pause on my liking search to find where she's gone. Okay, I'm reading the locals' minds. I've been privy to some weird rabbit holes. One such is concerning the beautiful young debutantes going missing rampantly around here. I've had my eyes on one in particular. Her name is Callista. She can't be more than 19. I've been watching her from a short distance. We even locked eyes a few times, and she lingered. But I've been trying to keep a low profile, of course. as I still need to sniff out this virgin lichen. To my dismay, my lovely Callista up and vanished a couple weeks ago. I may have to put a pause on my lichen search to find where she's gone. From the intel I've gathered, it appears as though there's a ring of perfumers, like the one movie, like of cosmetic, there's a ring of cosmetic of some sort of cosmetic bearings. There's a ring of underground cosmetic bearings, of underground cosmetic bearings. They trade in they distill, they deal, they trade in this substance called adrenochrome. At the moment, I don't know much about it. At the moment, I don't know much about it. But I've got to find out for my lovely admiree. Okay, since we still got a lot of story to go, I still need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more letters. I'm not just gonna go too far in the furthering the story. I'm just gonna kind of take it slow. So yeah, 4 down, 8 to go. Really, this is 5, 7 to go. So let's just boxwood. Okay, how rare is boxwood? I've never heard of boxwood. Boxwood flower. Man, without Google, what would I do? I'd probably use Yahoo. Okay. Boxwood or boxwood? It looks like it's boxwood. Boxwood. I'm gonna take a pause right here. Alright, sounded like something was alive. I hope it doesn't come out and bite me from all this clutter. But anyway, I'm gonna finish this letter up though. Alright, yeah, so Boggs, would you say? Boggs, would you say? That shouldn't be too hard to procure. I'll get on that post haste. Boxwood and black pepper. Thanks, my friend. I'll be swimming in lichen blood in no time. Okay. One page down, a little more to go. This Cambridge Professor Grayson ordeal. Wow. So glad you were able to get out of that mess. Feed and rest and beat the daylight, beat the sun. Wow. I'm so glad you were able to get out of that mess, feed and beat the sun. I see this professor of occult sciences is nothing to The all right, let's look up the word trifled. I think that's the right word. Thing of little value or importance, a cold dessert. We couldn't trouble the headmaster over such trifles. Yeah, trifling. Yeah, nothing to be. No, yeah, that's not really right context. Nothing to be taken lightly. I wish I were. I wish I was around. Strength in numbers and all. I know soon you will contact that coven, that contact our brethren. Okay. Shipping dock, 40-pound mangoes, fire shipping port, scurvy healed. I hope that scurvy blood, I'll put that in the PS, I guess. PS. Negative impacts in the future. Bed bugs come across village destroyed by the vamp child. The village of the baby, the village that the baby left in ruins. I haven't quite traveled yet. To the village the baby made ruins of, but soon as I trek down my lovely Callista, it's the next spot on the map. Kind of highlight that one for next time. Major trail next time. London Town Prisoners, Mysterious Scroll, Monsters Cambridge. Dearest Tozer, I must run. I think I over here. Dearest Tozer, I must run. I must run. I must run now. I believe I overhear thoughts of adrenochrome. These fiends shall pay. If one hair on my Callista's head is harmed, yeah. Sincerely, Count Portfolio. P.S. I hope that scurvy meal didn't have lasting effects on your health. Right, that's what that is. 1 hour 14. Don't think that's even the longest one I've done so far. But all right, from the top, we'll read it. Dear Count Soldier, in these last 30-some odd years, I've become quite fluent in the Nepali tongue. And as of late, these locals don't stand a chance keeping a secret. In this 1807, this year of our Dark Lord, it is bewitching having these odd visions of lifelike moment-capturing devices. I fear this witchery is right around the corner to becoming a reality. I kind of missed a bunch of commas right there, but yeah, whatever. I'm reading these locals' minds. In reading these locals' minds, I've been privy to some weird rabbit holes. One such is concerning the beautiful young debutantes going missing rampantly around here. I've had my eyes on one in particular, and her name is Callista. She can't be more than 19. I've been watching her from a short distance. We even locked eyes a few times and she lingered. But I've been trying to keep a low profile, of course, as I still need to sniff out this virgin lichen. To my dismay, my lovely Callista up and vanished a couple weeks ago. I may have to put a pause on my lichen search to find where she's gone. From the intel I've gathered, it appears as though there's a ring of underground cosmetic barons. They trade in this substance called adrenochrome. At the moment, I don't know much about it, but I've got to find out for my lovely admiree's sake. Bogswood and black pepper. That shouldn't be too hard to procure. I'll get on that post-haste. Thanks, my friend. I'll be swimming in lichen blood in no time. I'll put virgin lichen blood. This Cambridge Professor Grayson ordeal. Wow. I'm so glad you were able to get out of that mess, feed, and beat the sun. I see this professor of occult sciences is nothing to be taken lightly. I wish I was around. Strength in numbers and all. I know soon you will contact our brethren. I haven't yet traveled to the village the baby made ruins of, but as soon as I track down my lovely Callista, it's the next spot on the map. Dearest soldier, I must run now. I believe I overhear thoughts of adrenochrome. These fiends shall pay if one hair on my lovely Callista's head is harmed. Sincerely, Count Folio. Man, what's the phrase they use nowadays? Stay safe, not stay dangerous, don't stay safe. Yeah, we'll say stay dangerous. Stay dangerous. And stay safe. Sincerely, Count Folio. P.S. I hope that scurvy meal didn't have lasting effects on your health. All right. Yeah, that's what that is. All right, so that's chapter 8 and 9. As always, hit up an adventure by mail on itch.io by Daniel Tozier. Till chapter 10 and 11, come on back again. Same bad time, same bad channel.